This.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to North Dakota Today. I am Phoenix O'Connor.
I'm Marlon Mayhew.
And I'm Anna Johnson, and it is Tuesday today, and I do want to compliment this lovely suit that you're wearing. And I told you I had wanted to ask you about it. So I was watching, I don't know if it's the new season, a season of Love is Blind yesterday.
Okay.
And at the point where they took all the men to get tuxes, this was one of the options.
Really?
And
And
what he's wearing?
Yeah, almost the same thing. And like more than half of them picked this one, and it looked so sharp.
For their wedding? Or is that what we were talking about?
For their wedding, yeah.
Well, who are you getting married to, Marlon?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm looking for one. Eligible bachelor from Fargo, originally. So the thing about it is I need to give a shout out to the people that have been styling me. So shout out to Halberstad's in the mall, West Acres, Andy and Kevin. Biggest shout out because they literally, I've gotten like 3 suits from them in the past like week and a half. So
Well, they love you.
I know they love me. I'm going for the tan one next. I love this color. This color is it's like a dark blue. It's like a midnight blue.
It is.
And it complements like the pinks. So if you guys catch the socks,
I love the
match
socks.
the socks with the little corsage.
Are those little baby lambs?
Those are lambs, yeah, baby lambs.
Oh my gosh, I love it. It's like, oh, that's a cute little
Right?
touch.
See,
there.
look, they're catching up.
Yeah.
Yes,
and the shoes.
baby.
Oh yeah, there they
Ooh.
are, right there.
This is shoe cam. Ooh.
Oh, you can. Oh my gosh.
I love that show. So I started to watch it last year when they first came on, Love is Blind, the first season. And let me tell you, it's amazing how they have people just stand behind or sit behind a wall and just fall in love with the voice. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And fall in love with the personality of the person and really get to know someone and not just, the superficialities of dating. So.
And the same thing with Married at First Sight, because I think Phoenix, you and I had a conversation about this, and I was like, if I wasn't married, I would try it, because you have experts pairing you with people that they know you're compatible with. Like, why not trust the experts?
If it was real, but there's just a part of me that I watched it. I just have a lot of things I'm involved in, so I don't really buy into reality TV. I think the concept's great. I think the idea of falling in love with someone for the personality, obviously that's ideal because looks do fade, and eventually you want to be, however you choose, whether you're a partner, growing old together. But I guess it was the blonde girl and the blonde guy. I could totally tell when they met and they saw what each other looked like.
Yeah.
They were just turned off.
They wanted to be with each other, and they were so regretting the people that they picked. And so I feel
Shane.
They saw each other at like the reunion or something, and then
because she had gone off with Kyle, who is a sweetheart and may or may not be dating Deepti now, but that's like a whole other thing.
Right.
So she had gone off with Kyle because Shane picked somebody else.
Right.
So Kyle was like her second choice, but she kept going into her confessionals like, I still miss Shane, I still whatever, but I guess I'll marry Kyle. And it's like, well, that's not the right attitude.
that's hilarious.
I just kind of feel like, in my opinion, I think emotional maturity is really important in real life. But if I was sitting there, of course, there's got to be a little twist and a little bit of drama, because people would lose interest, and people always want to root of, oh gosh, those two people should be together. I mean, you take it, back to Gone with the Wind, which I know was done 100 years ago. But, the dynamics between, Scarlett and Ashley and, all that. Like, people always got to have that.
It's a great love story. Have you ever heard of Love Story?
No.
So Love Story is from like the 70s, and it's like this preppy guy and this little well-to-do woman, and it's like the best of both worlds, the rich guy and the poor girl. They meet each other, right?
Yeah.
They meet each other, they fall in love.
Cinderella factor.
Right?
Yeah.
I love love stories. Like Corey and Topanga, Kevin and Winnie.
Yeah.
Those are like the quintessential stories that are told when you think about love. So
I love Corey. Yeah, I loved Corey and Topanga.
Yeah.
That was like, to me,
When this boy meets world.
Yeah, they did a remake of that, I think, later on, and they were still married.
Now it's their children. I
Yes,
think.
Girl Meets World on Disney. So you can check it out on Disney Plus, I assume.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I'm sure. Actually, I just read something this morning, now that you mentioned Disney Plus. It sounds like a lot of streaming giants are struggling to keep up with Netflix because of Bridgerton.
Really?
Because Bridgerton has been so monumentally successful that a lot of other streaming companies are suffering, and they're just like throwing money at productions, and unfortunately the value isn't as good. But yeah, I was just reading that this morning, and I was like, that does make sense, because Bridgerton's amazing.
Bridgerton is very
Have you seen Bridgerton?
awesome.
No.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't have
good.
the time. I don't think, I'm still with Junior League. I'm the president of that nonprofit. We have all these things coming up, and if I'm not doing that, I'm sleeping, you know, if I'm not doing community service. So I really got a lot of my time. And the other time I do, I like pulling out the board games and, you know, playing with the kids and spending like time that's not wrapped up in TV. And I think being here when we're, of course, catch your daily news, of course, watch the news and stay up to date. But I think just like being here on TV all the time, it's like when I go home, I've had like enough TV.
You have to unplug.
I do. You do have to unplug. It's really important. I haven't gotten in there yet, but I'm trying to pick like a Saturday or a Sunday where I completely unplug, like don't answer cell phone calls, and just like unplug. Because I feel like it's important, but I just, obviously I break, you know, from time to time.
Most definitely. So I think we're going to go to our first break, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Which,
what?
Gosh,
it's
it
been
went by
such a
so
great
fast.
Top Talker, you guys.
It does.
So happening this year is the egg toss in the White House. So stay tuned, keep in touch with us, and come back and join us. And before we go, here's your local steals and deals.